All right, let's go back to the rain. It's what we're all talking about here in the metro now. This is how it looks from our Lorenz and Lorenz 360 cam. And I positioned the camera because usually you can see downtown Austin right here, but you can't because it's raining heavily enough that visibility is being reduced. This is how it looks from our Austonian weather camera. The rainfall intensity, at least downtown, has come down a little bit. And this cluster of downpours and storms allowed to come in today from roughly the east to west, thanks to a little weakening in that high pressure that kept us dry yesterday, and a separate disturbance coming in off the Gulf, helping to add to our higher rain chances here today and some extra lift in the atmosphere. Now, you may be wondering in Austin, I thought it was 30% rain chances today, but it's definitely raining. But think about the coverage. There's no rain just about in the hill country. There's no rain in Milam County. Lee County is dry. Fayette County has dried out for right now. So still about a third, say 30, maybe 40% of the area should see rain. It just so happens to be falling in some of our more populated areas. And you can see what's happening on radar now is we've got some scattered showers and isolated storms in Hayes County stretching through Travis County, and for now nothing in Williamson County. But either side of San Marcos, you've got some rain and some occasional rumbles of thunder. None of these storms are severe, by the way, but there could be some locally gusty wind and heavy rain. Getting some heavier rain in Kyle. This cluster of briefly heavy rain is heading toward you in Wimberley. And then as we head up closer to Austin, you can see that rain coming down downtown now. And in fact, what I can do is zoom in on the map and show you just some of the neighborhoods getting some of this beneficial rain. We've already had one of our viewers actually pointing out an inch of rain in their neighborhood in Austin, and we've got some of that heavier rain coming down in Westlake Hills now, approaching Barton Creek. That heaviest rain is starting to exit downtown Austin, at least for the time being, but we're still seeing some clusters of rain northeast of Austin that may start to fill in, at least in some of those North Austin neighborhoods. And this cluster of downpours and isolated storms stretches through the Manor area. It's approaching portions of southern Pflugerville right now, and it continues into parts of Elgin, into Bastrop County, McDade, right along 95 and 290 there. You're getting some, at times, heavy rain. Again, nothing severe. And yet, unfortunately for you in Williamson County, you're looking at those storm clouds and dark skies to your south, and you're not getting any rain at this point, although not out of the question that you could get in on this before the rain wraps up. We do expect as we get closer to sunset, which is around 8:30, the rain and storm coverage will slowly start to wane. There'll still be some widely scattered showers and storms around at 7 though, mostly for the metro and our eastern counties, but a couple of these may actually make it into the hill country. But then once the sun does set, those rain chances just about disappear between 9 and 10, and then we're all dry again. And once more, just like this morning, low clouds come back in a hurry for tomorrow morning. Those clouds will give way to a mix of sun and clouds again, warming us up, helping to destabilize the atmosphere. And then here we go, another round of widely scattered showers and storms possible for your Wednesday afternoon. This is 4 p.m. We could be doing it again here tomorrow for the metro and our eastern counties especially. And then as we lose the heat of the day, this all falls apart again at night. So your forecast for tonight, once the sun sets, rain and storms are gone. So this is very much an afternoon and early evening thing. And then the low clouds come back overnight, with overnight lows dropping down to about 74. Tomorrow, mix of sun and clouds. We'll do a high of 93, another round of some scattered downpours and storms in the afternoon and early evening. Once again, we expect that they won't be severe. Rain chances drop from 30% tomorrow to just 10% on Thursday. Friday and Saturday looking dry, and then some slightly higher rain and storm chances start to creep back in Sunday and into early next week. Still, with it being mostly dry as we continue through the weekend and into early next week, temperatures rebound again, getting up to 97 for several days in a row. This is only slightly above average for this time of year. Here's a look at our first warning weather 7-day forecast, and you can see that heat building back in with bookends of rain and storm chances at the beginning and at the end of our 7-day.